Today we are trying on and reviewing some new fall clothes from Amazon. I bought a variety of items and I have them hanging here on the rack behind me. We're gonna open them up out of their packaging, review them for fit, quality, how they compare to the Amazon listing, and just generally whether I would recommend these items or not. Everything today will be linked below, and let's get started with the first item, which is this pink top right here. This shirt is by the brand Anrobes, and the reason that I picked this one was because I have a similar style shirt from the brand Aerie that I really like. This is that shirt right here. This is the Getaway sweatshirt, I think, and now they have a new version of it. From the images on Amazon, it just looked like this was going to be a similar style to this for less expensive. So I thought, well, we'll just give it a try. I mean, it feels like it's just a little bit thinner right off the bat. The fabric is 51% rayon, 49% polyester. I ordered this one in a medium. It's not quite as thick as the one from Aerie, but let's just try it on and we'll just see. So here it is on. It actually is fairly comfortable. It's not as comfortable and cozy as the one from Aerie. The Aerie one to me just feels a little bit thicker, and then it's lined with this fuzzy fleece, whereas the one from Amazon is lined with a soft material, but it's not necessarily a fuzzy fleece. It's soft, but it's not as comfy soft, as cozy soft as the one from Aerie. This kind of just feels like a thinner, lighter, abridged version of the one from Aerie. I'm sure that they took this style from Aerie, I'm guessing, because it's very similarly designed, suspiciously similarly designed. The cuff on this one is very similar to a lot of the different sweatshirts that I've tried on Amazon, where it just kind of has that little poof out of the cuff. It has little snaps on the collar with the waffle knit interior, just like the Aerie one, but it just doesn't quite feel as thick and plushy and like you don't want to take it off. Like this, I could take it off, I could leave it on, you know, whatever. The next one is from the brand Trendy Queen, and I actually got this sweater along with a pair of pants that I also have here. We'll try the sweater first and then we'll try the pants and we'll see how they go together in just an Amazon outfit amazingness. So first we'll try the sweater. This is one of those ones that every time I put in to Amazon, fall 2025 women's casual sweaters or new trends or styles, this always came up as one of the first ones in the search. So because of that, I ordered it. I'm actually surprised at how soft this feels because I thought from the picture that it was going to be more of a rough, you know, not like uncomfortable, just more of a rough feel. And it is actually a really soft knit. So here is what the sweater looks like, and it's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. I did get this one in a large, so I wonder, let's try it. So here is the sweater, and I think when I saw the picture on Amazon where she's got her hand kind of like holding one part of the sweater up, it looked like it was going to be more of a cropped style, but now I see that it says oversized. So I could probably have gone down to a medium and fit okay. The knit is actually pretty soft, and the cuff goes into the rest of the sleeve really nicely. Here's what the back looks like. I think this came in a whole bunch of different colors. I'd be tempted to give this a little bit of a tuck just to give, I don't know, a little bit of shape, I guess. I actually think this is a really nice sweater. If these were my two options, I would hands down pick this one over this one. So I think what we might do today is actually put these in ranking order from my opinion of best to worst. And I have a variety of different things, but we're gonna try that. I feel like that just might be helpful. So I would say success on this one. I think it's a nice sweater. I actually think it's quite pretty. But the real test is gonna be when we put it together with this pair of pants. I have not found very many non-lounge pants on Amazon that I have been delighted with. And so here's another try. These are by the brand Evolus. It's a corduroy, I think a jogger style pant. And I thought maybe I would pair it with the sweater because then you can get a whole outfit on Amazon and look super nice. So they're actually really soft. I mean, I don't know if I would not call these a lounge pant actually. I got them in this dark forest green color. They feel like they're gonna have a pretty decent stretchy waistband. There's a tie in front. I ordered these in a size large. They're 100% polyester. And then on the bottom of them, I thought they had a cuff. They don't. It's just kind of like a straight leg pant. So I feel like they're going to be very comfortable. Not sure how flattering they're going to be, but let's just try it on together. All right, I'm kind of laughing a little bit because I'm not quite sure what to think of these pants. Part of me thinks they're actually pretty comfortable, and part of me isn't quite sure what what I think. So they are a corduroy. The waistband is actually pretty soft and comfy, probably because I got the large, but I almost think I wouldn't want to size down to a medium just because how that fits on me. There is a functional drawstring on these. There is no stretch in them. And so that part is kind of like, as soon as I put my leg up, it wants to just pull down in the back. So I don't love that. I would prefer a little bit of stretch. And they also feel like they would be pretty hot. I'm not sure if there's any corduroys that are actually breathable. What I envisioned for this outfit was just to do a little bit of a front tuck and then just kind of have this casual, loose feel. I'm 5'6" and they come down just kind of to where the top of my shoes would be. I can't tell if I think this is cute or if I think they're kind of a baggy, sort of frumpy look. I think if you dress this up a little with some accessories, this could actually look like an intentional outfit. The next one is by the brand Pretty Garden. This is just another top that I would not wear with these corduroy pants. So if I put some jeans back on, this one looked like just a soft fall top. And it was, you know, in the fall search results when I was searching. It has a hood. It looks like, okay, well, here it is. It's got buttons down the front. This kind of reminds me of like Long John's, like Pa from Little House on the Prairie, right? I don't know. Let's try it. Maybe if I unbutton. I feel like I need the matching pants, and then I would really feel like Pa, but it didn't look like pajamas when I was looking up the Amazon listing. So maybe if I unbutton it, I'll try it on with some jeans and let's try it. It has a really big hood. This thing is enormous. It's actually pretty soft. This is a medium, so let's try it on. So here it is on, and I don't think it actually looks as much like a pair of Long Johns as it did when I just held it up right away. This is 93% polyester, 7% elastane. It's kind of a ribbed material, and I think it actually feels quite comfortable. This is a medium, so it's oversized, so you might want to size down in this if you didn't want it to be quite so baggy. It just feels pretty big to me. It's kind of interesting on the cuff. It's like the shirt ends, and then they almost made it so that it looks like it has a second shirt coming out from underneath it. I don't really know how I feel about the look of it. It's actually really comfortable. The sleeves feel really long, especially because they added that extender, or they made all these and realized that the sleeves were too short, so they added that. That would be really short if that's where the sleeve ended, but it's not. So you get the extenders. Here's what the back looks like. So it is a little bit longer in the back, and then it has that little slit, and that is the same material as the cuff. So you kind of get that in the front and in the back. So it looks like you're wearing this other shirt underneath it, kind of. I still like this one better than this one. It feels more comfortable to me. I don't know, something about just the thin with that seam. I'm gonna put this one after the pants. The next one is a sweater by the brand Dower Me. This one just looked like a really soft, cozy cardigan. Just throw it on effortlessly, take it on a plane, use it like a blanket, all that sort of good stuff. And it does actually feel pretty soft. It looks like it's gonna need a little bit of a steam. This I got in a medium. So let's try it on. It looks like it's gonna be really big, but really cozy and soft. So here it is. This is 78% polyester, 18% acrylic, 4% elastane. This is definitely an oversized sweater. There's lots of room under here. The sleeves are really big and then just kind of come down to this little cuff, which is really soft, and there's no weird seams or anything. I almost feel like the sleeves could just be slightly longer for the oversized feel of this whole thing, but it's actually pretty soft, and I think it is a nice look. And then just kind of throw on some sort of accessories. I don't know if that goes with that or not, but I think it could look all right. Just don't look too close, up close too much to it. It almost has like a matted sort of look to it, but I guess it's supposed to look like that. That's what it looks like if you don't stretch it. It kind of mats together. So if you like a matted sweater, already matted down, pre-matted. I feel like it's one of the better cardigans that I've found on Amazon. So there's that. I don't know if that's a rave review or what kind of review that is, but here's what it looks like in real life. So I think that's what everyone wants. We're gonna try this next. This is a bomber jacket by the brand Anne Gashin, I think. I got this in a size small, and on the packaging, it shows the instructions of how to iron it when it comes out of the packaging, but I don't know if you would iron a bomber jacket. I don't know if that's necessary. So let's just look at it and see if we're gonna need to iron it or not. I feel like maybe steam it, but I don't know, maybe that's just a sticker they put on all their clothes, whether it's a jacket. Have you ever ironed a thick jacket? So here it is. I mean, it is kind of wrinkly. Here's the little tag, Anne Gashin, dress for myself, not for anyone. So we're not trying to impress anyone, just dressing for ourselves with this little bomber jacket. I don't know why I got it in a small, because it looks like it's gonna be really little, but it must have Like it looks really little. So it has snaps all down the front, and then it has a zipper. And then on the inside, it's lined with just kind of like a shirt lining. So that feels okay. Let's try it. I don't know why I got a small. Must be oversized, I guess. I'm gonna have to check out my order history. I don't even know if it's gonna fit. So here we go. We'll just pull the sweater off. We'll just do this live. Put this bomber jacket on. Okay, so the cuff just has a tiny little cufflet there. Not much of a cuff, and no stretch at all, and it's too small. So the sleeves feel kind of little. It does have pockets. Here's what the back looks like. It's all right. I mean, considering it has all these layers of liners and all this stuff, I feel like that's a good sign. If I recall correctly, it looked like a poofier jacket on the listing, but she probably had the right size. It's not my favorite. Definitely needs to be ironed. They were right about that. I would say get your normal size or even size up 1. I feel like I would probably even want a large in this just to give it the right look that I was looking for. Now we are moving on to the vest portion of this video, where I ordered 3 different vests because all over Amazon, all over everywhere, Instagram, everywhere, I feel like I keep seeing the same thing: how to wear leggings over 40 or over 50, and they all have leggings with a tunic style long sleeve shirt and then a cute longer vest. So I found a tunic shirt, and then I got 3 different vests to try, because once I started looking for vests, then all these options come up and you never know. So I thought we would try 3 and see if we could find one that I would recommend as far as, you know, out of those 3. So the first thing we're gonna try is just this tunic t-shirt. Kind of just feels like a regular soft t-shirt. It's got this rounded hem at the bottom. I got it in a size medium. This is by the brand New Choice. This is 65% rayon, 30% polyester, and 5% spandex. So it has a little bit of stretch to it. And I mean, I don't think there's gonna be anything fancy about this, but then we'll try it with the vests. So I changed into this shirt, and I wasn't really thinking I was gonna be all that excited about it, but I actually really kind of like it. I like that it hangs down kind of low in the front and in the back, but then on the sides, it goes up a little bit, so you don't feel like it's just like a big bag. This is a size medium, and I think it fits true to size, and it just feels like a really nice base layer, actually. So surprisingly, I like it. And then I decided to put some leggings on, because every time, like I said, I've seen this outfit, it's always with a pair of leggings or how to style your leggings or whatever. And I wish I had a really good recommendation for leggings from Amazon, but I always just go back to these Aerie leggings. These are the Hugger pocket legging. They have a pocket on the side. I know it's kind of hard to see because they're black, but they just are really nice and thick, and I feel like you can't see anything through them. They come up really high on my waist, but they don't have an elastic at the top, so there's nothing cutting in anywhere. So I feel like it just kind of smooths out my midsection. So that's my recommendation for leggings, and I will link those down below too. But let's try on some of the vests. This one is by the brand Eveless, which is the same brand of the corduroy pants that we tried that are just, they're actually really, they feel soft. It's got some strong adhesive on that bag. And then we have to cut it anyway, I guess. We have to cut that? I think we do. Where's my handy scissors? Or no, wrong side. We'll open this side instead. So here it is. I got this in a size medium. It has a little bit of a pattern. So these all are gonna have a little bit of a quilted pattern to them. It just feels like a soft vest. I'm sure it's not real down inside of it. Actually, it is 100% polyester. So if I can get this zipper open, I'll try it on. The snaps are actually kind of interesting. They're just not your typical snaps that you see all the time. So I don't know if that's cutting a cost or if that's for design. I'm not sure. Seems like they cut costs with this zipper. So here's vest number 1. I'm gonna just hold my microphone because I'm afraid it's gonna be too swishy and it's gonna pick up on all the swish of this, because it does have some swish to it. So I just put a crossbody bag because everyone wears a crossbody bag with this same outfit. I got this vest in a medium. Oh, maybe I have to take this off. I actually kind of like the vest. I think it looks nice. It is quite roomy and big, so you might want to just size down if you don't want it to be quite so oversized, but I think this is kind of the look. I think the length is nice, and I think it looks nice with this tunic top. So I'm going with this is nice. So now let's try the next vest. The next one is by the brand Pretty Garden. This is more of a soft kind of, like, I wouldn't call it suede, but a suede-ish feel versus the slick sort of shiny material in this one. And it does have like a little bit of weight to it. So I think it's just gonna look Just gonna be a little bit different look than the one I have on right now. It does have a lining on the inside, and both the outside and the inside are 100% polyester. And then this one actually has a drawstring on the bottom, so you can cinch it up with this little toggle. Let's try this on. Also, this one has a hood, obviously. So here is vest number 2. I threw the crossbody on to give it the full effect. And I think right off the bat, I don't like the style of this one as much as I like the other one. Just, I don't know, it looks a little boxier. Let's take this off. Feels really soft. And then it has zipper pockets. I don't know, did this one have, yeah, this one has pockets too, but they're not zippered. This is in a medium and it feels really oversized. Honestly, the hood is so big. It's really huge. I don't even know what to do with it. I tried to kind of puff it down and it just kind of sticks out. So just take that into consideration. I think this being flat across at the bottom is not quite as flattering as this one having that rounded hem, especially with this shirt that has that rounded hem. It's just my personal opinion. This one looks a little bit less cute, I think. It looks a little bit more industrial, or maybe it's just the color. It's like a Carhartt color, so there's that too. But I don't love this one as much. It does have that toggle at the bottom, so I guess we could cinch that up and see what happens. But I think what they need to do over at the Pretty Garden Design Lab is move the toggle adjustment to the middle, so you could toggle it in and get a little bit of shape back in this otherwise shapeless vest. I'm not even sure that this would be a good look if you tightened this up, or unless that's for warmth, to keep the heat in, maybe. I don't know. Just not really loving this one as much as that one. So let's try the third one. The third one's gonna be a little bit different because I think it has like a fur lining. This is another vest from the brand Pretty Garden. This one looks like it's gonna be quite a bit longer, maybe add a little bit more shape, but then it has like a Sherpa lining for those of us that have cold winters. This one has, again, sort of that slicker material like the other vest, and then it has this Sherpa lining on the inside, which feels really soft. So I have high hopes for this. I got this one in a medium, and it looks like it's gonna be sort of a flattering, slimmer fit, just on first glance. I thought maybe the pockets had that Sherpa lining. They don't, they just are lined in the outside fabric. This is 100% polyester, the whole thing. So let's try it. So here is this one. I'm not really sure why I'm surprised that it's long, because it looks like a long vest in the listing, but it's really long. But maybe this is just practical. Like you're gonna go somewhere, you're gonna sit somewhere cold and you want to be able to sit on something comfy, or you're just gonna ride along in the car and it's freezing cold outside and you wanna be able to have more movement in your arms for whatever it is you're doing. So practically, I think it's a good find, but I don't think it's the most flattering style. I think I would just need to size down to a small in this. The hood is also lined with the Sherpa, so I think that's kind of a cute little design detail. It's kind of a close-up of what this looks like, and then there's that Sherpa material. So it's very soft and warm. I think out of the 3 vests, the one that is most like what I was kind of picturing these to look like is that one from Evolus. So this would be my recommendation. Unless you're looking for warmth, then I would go with this one. And if you're trying to match your Carhartt beanie, I would go with this one. I would probably put this vest, I don't know, somewhere around this one. So my final lineup would be the Trendy Queen sweater, the Evolus vest. I still just don't mind this one, oddly. The paw long john, then the corduroy pants, the vest, the pink dupe, the brown bomber that's too little, and this vest would probably go somewhere around this vest. So here's your fall Amazon lineup in the order of my opinion of which ones I like the best. And since this is hanging on the rack, I'm gonna put the Aerie sweater at the very top because that's actually my favorite out of all of this. If you wanna see more fall haul reviews similar style to this, I will put a link right here for you to watch next. I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you over there.